Okay, I'm back at the family lodge at Greenbrier Lake. It is Tuesday, the 12th of August. Come down to do a few chores. Looking at all the dead grass from spraying last time. It looked like it did a pretty good job on most of it. I don't know if I'll have time to do the rest of it today, but let me open up the water in the bathroom source. Looks like it just rained. I don't know if you can see it. There's a bunny up there sitting next to it. He was sitting in the driveway when I pulled in, and he moved maybe 3 feet. Trusting fella. Okay. Still over 40, about 45 pounds. It has cooled off a little bit because of the rain, but it is humid. It is sauna-like humid. Flush the toilet. Oh, that's nice and dirty. Cricket. Dirty water out of here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and turn this faucet on and let it run for a few minutes. Get any dirt out of it. I wonder if the low pressure causes it to go longer. Grass isn't too bad, but it will need to be mowed later this week. The water looks clean, and it did not have the sulfur smell. Seem to be any rebound. I'll look at it later if I got a chance to turn it off right now. There, we got clear water coming back in. It should turn off here shortly. And the rabbits moved to the other side. He must like the grass that's growing. Let there be light. Two dead mice. Well, power's been on. So I'm going to turn the water on here, let it run a while, clean it off, and I'll get started, open up the pavilion once I take care of the dead bodies. Okay, one of the reasons for coming, I brought the new fuel pump. This is the old fuel pump. I've got the new nozzles already installed. This is the pair of pliers that I bought from Harbor Freight that will work on it, so I decided I have no need for it, and I bought a new set of screwdrivers from Harbor Freight. Even though I can use the fine screwdrivers, they're mixed around. I'm gonna make a little room here. Put these over here for now. Get this cutter. I'll open these up. And I'm just gonna start dumping them in here. There's several screwdrivers in there, but it always seems that there's not the one I want when I'm looking for it. So when I was at Harbor Freight buying the pliers, I bought some more screwdrivers. There we go. Now let's get the pavilion open. First thing I'm going to do is turn on the fans because it is just humid. No breeze, so it's stagnant. We need to adjust that door. Fans are whirling up. Now, I'm going to open up the temporary shed. get everything ready to replace that fuel pump. Okay, I think I got everything I think I'm going to need. Pulled out here and set alongside. Set this up to where hopefully people can see. I've worked on tractors before, but to be honest, I know nothing about them, so don't take my word for anything. I'm just wanting to get this thing started. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stuff a rag in here. Need to take the old gasket off, but right now I'm just going to spray a little degreaser. And we're just going to clean off around the outside a little bit. Try to limit the amount of filth that gets in there. I thought the engine was still painted, but I guess it's just grease. Alrighty. I have a new gasket. It goes like that. Let's pull this one off. Like this. Clean the outside here. Get a nice flat surface. A little degreaser. A rag. And the sun's come back out, so it's going to get a little warm in here, so hopefully this doesn't take too long. I think getting the fuel pump on won't take long. Now getting it started may. Okay. So it'll go like that. Take our fuel pump. Get my new bolts. it was not started. Yeah, it started. I don't know if you heard that rush, but that's the birds over there on the feeder, just about 10 feet away. Every once in a while they get a little frightened and head for the hills. I think these bolts are slightly smaller than the bolts I took off, so I need a different socket. Be right back. It was a 10. Let's try, I think this is a 9mm. Yep. Yep. There we go. It went to an 8. Well, I forgot one tool. I need to cut the new hose. And I need a piece that runs from here to here, so I need to go get an X-Acto. I want to do this while the pump is still loose so I can move it around a little. Put it on here first. Should probably get some WD-40 and spray on here, the inside, to make it slide on a little bit better. There, I got it on. Now, before I go too far, I need to put a couple of the hose clamps on there. They didn't send enough new ones to cover everything, so I'm going to have to use a couple of the old ones. There we go. Yep. Well, I just was thinking I can bend that in there and force it in, but I am not going to take chances. So let's just take it back off. Yes, I am starting to sweat profusely in here. One thing I want to do also is check the length of these bolts. As long as they're not longer than the previous bolts, we should be fine. But they are significantly longer, so I'm going to go back and use the old bolts. Go ahead and get this on. Completely out of the way to where I could adjust this a little more up. Here we go. Get the sweat out of my eyes. I need to switch back from the 8 to the 10. Neighbor Dave starting up his tractor. tight it's supposed to be, but I am not going to force it too much. I have a tendency to break things that way. So we have that. This still has the end. This end has the broken plastic nozzle in it, so this has got to be replaced. Oh. Plus I got a new gas filter. So let's measure the length. Cut it just slightly, maybe a 1/16 or an 1/8 long. Also have a shut-off valve, and look at this, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a one-way valve, just keeps the gas from running back, or what it is. Like I said, I'm no expert on these. The input. if I can. A little gas. I got a fly biting me. Whether I'll have a problem getting the suction going or not. There's also mosquitoes in here, and I don't know what's biting me, but I'm definitely getting bit. We're gonna try this. If it's not long enough, or if it doesn't draw, we'll try making a little longer pipe. Oh. Check the oil, just make sure. It's right at the full line. Take a slight break before I try to start it. Get a drink before I start it. Well, fans aren't turning, the lights are off, and that's not Dave's tractor. That's their emergency generator that kicked on. For some reason we've lost power, so I'm taking a break with no breeze. and just gonna enjoy some cold water before I get back at it. But I don't know what it could be. Out here, it could be a tree fell across the line, and that's what it went, or they could be working on it somewhere. Oh well, it doesn't affect me working on the tractor. Okay, I took about a 20-minute break. It's getting so hot that I have a tendency to make mistakes when I get in a hurry if I get hot and tired. So, no use getting in a big hurry here. Set you up. I'm gonna put the battery pack on here, see if we can't start this beast up. Going in yet. think I'm going to try to mow the driveway just to see if everything's working. I want to check, make sure this is not leaking any filter. As it started to fire off, the suction started, and I saw the gas start to leak hold into the filter, and that's when it started right up. I've mixed up another batch of weed killer. Same stuff I used on this end. And I am going to, first I'm going to spray this part I missed on the north side. And now I'm going to go out to the second half. In fact, I think I'll move you out there. I tried to keep you in the shade, but I put you in between these cabins here. And I'm going to get this second half that I didn't spray down before. There we go. I'm going to get this second half that's still going green. For the back part. Now I'm going to go back over some of the area I sprayed before that's still a little bit green, and underneath where my car was the last time. Before I started, I mixed up a batch of weed killer with 10 ounces again, double what the recommendation is. So we'll see how that does. Well, I got it running, and I went ahead and mowed the driveway. Now I've put it up. I'm going to start putting stuff up. I tried to start it after I stopped it, and it would not start. Battery's too bad, so I need to get a new battery. That's what I'm coming back on Friday to mow, do the trim and some other stuff. So that's when I will, hopefully, maybe I'll have a battery by then. Okay, it is 4 o'clock and I'm ready to get out of here. West door is locked. The fans are off. The east door is locked. You can hear my SUV running because obviously it's hot inside. That door is locked. I reset the clock after we lost power on the stove, so let there be no light. And there's no light. I never use the hot water heater, but we'll check it just in case it's off. Refrigerator is back on. I've got this door locked. I just need to pull it. I got the, both of the sheds are closed up. I got the lawn tractor fixed. It's running. I used it to mow the driveway because it was looking so bad. This front half is starting to die from where I sprayed it. So I went ahead and sprayed the back half. We'll see how that does. And then I also sprayed some of this greenery that is still here. I'll be back on Thursday or on Friday for the mow. Already mowed part of it with the lawn tractor, but I'll come back and do the rest of it. And anything that I recorded today mowing will be on the next video. So I've heard thunder. I've been in the water for about 35-40 minutes. Felt really nice. So until the next time, take care of yourself and stay safe.